Dave, the ball with Teo out there in right field, Mookie's throw, on the potential double play ball, the wild pitches. That part of the game, how disconcerting was that to you today?
Yeah, you look at giving up bases. What it changes kind of the lineup as far as who comes up, and it affects the game going forward. And things certainly get magnified in games like this, and especially when you're not swinging the bats. And so I thought tonight Blake pitched a heck of a ball game. But yeah, giving up bases and not converting outs when you have an opportunity to convert outs, that came back to bite us tonight.
And I know the bullpen obviously put in a really good performance in Game 3, but right in these other games where you've kind of had these mid-game, taking the starter out, guys on base. Is it fair to say that these bullpen problems that you guys have had for a large part of the season are maybe catching up to you in this series?
Yeah, it's hard because you can only push a starter so much. I thought Blake emptied the tank. And, you have an opportunity with the base open in the sense of, in this situation, second base with Vlad up. And, I felt Henriquez was the guy to get him out. And you also have a chance to get Bichette out. I pushed Blake as much as I pushed him all year. And, you look at the 3 games that we lost, it spiraled on us with guys on base. But guys have got to be better. They certainly had a good game in Game 4, whatever it was. But yeah, that's just kind of, guys have got to do their jobs. Everyone's got to do their job. And so right now, we're at elimination, and we've got to kind of wipe the slate clean and find a way to win Game 6 and pick up the pieces and see where we're at.
Far back on your right, Bill.
Doc, how concerned are you about the offense? The last 2 games, you guys are 10 for 61, which is 164, and you also 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. How concerned are you about that?
Doesn't feel great. You clearly see those guys finding ways to get hits, move the baseball forward, and we're not doing a good job of it. I thought Yesavage was good tonight, mixing his fastball slider and the split. But yeah, you still have to use the whole field and take what they give you. And if they're not going to allow for slug, then you've got to be able to kind of redirect and club down to take competitive at-bats. And you see whether it's, Barger or Bichette, those guys are doing it. But again, we have that ability. We've got to make some adjustments. We've seen Gossman a ton. A lot of our guys have seen him. So we just got to continue to I just think we just got to come in fresh. And we've been, again, like I said, we've been in elimination games, a core group of these guys. And, we got to find a way to win a game. That's it.
Right up front, Doc.
Dave, can you talk to players individually, especially about hitting, things they might make an adjustment to?
The hitting guys, talk to them. I talk to them at times as far as kind of not getting into the mechanics, just more of trying to free them up to go out there and just compete. And whatever it takes to free these guys up and not try to put too much pressure on themselves, because everyone wants to perform. They're all prepared. But yeah, there's times I try to intervene and try to take a little bit of the anxiety out.
Several in the third row on your left. Katie? Oh, sorry. Who has the mic? Oh, sorry.
Dave, for the first time this postseason, your team finds itself with its back against the wall. What are some traits that you've seen from this clubhouse throughout the season that makes you feel confident they'll respond appropriately?
I think that there's a fight in there. There's a compete that I think there's more in there. I know there's more in there. We've won 2 games in a row, but again, it just comes down to one game. So I think that we've been in a lot of elimination games, and we found a way to come to the other side, get on to the other side. So I expect Yamamoto to throw well, but we still got to take good at bats and play, catch the baseball, convert outs, and we play a good, clean game. I feel good about our chances.
Ron, did you have one?
What did you see early going on with Blake's fastball? After Vladdy's homer, he avoided it till the final pitch of the second.
Well, I thought clearly early they were aggressive to the fastball. Schneider, Vladdy, And then, he got the Bichette strikeout on some breaking balls, and I think then he just kind of settled into the game. And I honestly thought he threw the ball well. He gave us everything he had. So I think that early on, they were just on the fastball, and you got to sort of adjust it if that's the case.
Go to AJ in that row.
Dave, obviously you changed the lineup up a little bit today and similar results. Where does that leave you going into Game 6 and 7 with what the lineup might look like in Toronto?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really had time to think through it, but it's kind of whatever I feel is best to take down Gossman. So I'm not sure if it's Mookie in the 2, Mookie in the 3, Freddie in the 3. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, regardless of who we run out there or what construct, we still got to take good at bats, all of us. And so that's what I'm betting on. But I haven't really thought yet about the lineup construction.
Jim on your left.
Skipper Jim Hill, KCAL 9 News. What disappointed you the most about tonight's game? Besides the loss, we know the loss, but what about the loss that disappoints you the most?
Yeah, I thought that there's just giving up some extra bases. I thought just not playing a clean game. I think a hallmark for our ball club is we just really don't give away many outs. We don't give many bases up. And I thought tonight we gave up probably 3 or 4 bases, and it changes whether, who comes up, an extra hitter or 2 that, the starting pitcher's got to face, who he's got to face. So that part of it, and, just the ability to, find some outfield grass. And there's a lot of swing and miss tonight, which, I think we can get better at.
The 2 last ones, Jeff in the middle here.
Earlier in the season, Mookie struggled a little bit, got hot again, and now kind of reverting back. Maybe that's an accurate thing to say. And even that shaky throw to Edman there, is everything okay with Mookie?
Yeah, I mean, physically he's fine. I know he wants to perform and get hits, but he's played great defense, and that was kind of an outlier play. But he's going to be in there in Game 6. I do know that.
We'll finish up quickly with Barry.
Hey, Doc, on Trey, have you seen the kind of poise from a 22-year-old who's only made 3 starts in the major leagues coming into the postseason?
A lot of poise. I don't have to, know anything about him, that he's an athlete, fields his position well, has good, baseball IQ, holding runners. There's no panic, as you said. There's a lot of poise, and, you got to tip your cap to him. Game 1, Game 5 on the road, and the way he performed, pretty impressive.
We'll finish up right here.
Dave, do you feel like Mookie's probably pressing too much at the plate?
I think he's pressing. Hopefully the off day, find a way to get away from it and then go out there and just kind of focus on one game and be good for one game. Go out there and compete. But I think you can see, there's a little anxiousness in there. But it's not the first time he struggled. It's not the first time he's faced elimination. And it's not just Mookie. It's everyone that's got to do their part too.
Hey, John, just to start, what do you make of what Trey did on the mound today?
He was pretty good. Historic stuff, you know what I mean? When you talk about that stage and his numbers, getting ahead of a lot of hitters, tons of swing and miss, it's one thing to be in the zone, and it's another thing to be in the zone and get some swing and miss. So slider and split were electric. I said it before the game, it's a different pitcher when he has his stuff. Game 1 didn't have a feel for his split, so kind of blown away at what he did.
Halfway back on your right, Gregor.
John, you guys seem to be very aggressive on Snell's fastball early in the game, and Schneider and Guerrero ambushed a couple there. Was that part of the game plan going into today?
Yeah, you never know what adjustments pitchers are going to make, when you're facing them again in a series. Yeah, that was kind of the plan, and I think after that he threw, a lot of sliders, changeups, curveballs, and you have to be able to adapt. So against a guy like him, I know in Game 1 we fouled off a ton of pitches and made him work, and you have to be ready to hit when he comes over the middle of the plate. So, Schneid was, and Vlad was. You know, that was a good start for us, you know, to get a little 2-run cushion for Trey in this environment. But yeah, that was the approach going in, to be ready to hit.
We'll stay there with Keegan.
John, before Trey arrived, you were already obviously a very good team, but how has he changed this team and changed this team's ceiling, what they're capable of this season?
Yeah, a lot, man. I mean, thinking back to when we called him up, I think it was with like 12 games, 13 games left in the season. You're kind of taking a shot to just bring more talent in, and you're not really sure of how it's going to unfold or what role he's going to be in. But yeah, I said it before the game, man. Regular season is going to be pretty normal for him, I think. But he's definitely raised the ceiling for sure. I mean, we're talking about a guy that not only is he performing well, but he's handling a lot of stuff well. You know, handling the preparation, handling the media, handling his teammates really well too.
Halfway back on your left, John.
Good day, Schneids.
Hey, Zick.
Curious to know the ripple effect from Trey's performance tonight and in this postseason for the entire organization. What's your message to the minor leaguers who are hoping to do something similar to what Trey has done? He's obviously one of one, but how does this affect the entire org?
Yeah, I mean, I think this year, more than any year that I've been here, we've been very aligned with our player development system and what we're trying to do here. So I think the fact that we were willing to call him up, the fact that we were willing to throw him right into the fire because we felt confident in the work he had done in the minor leagues speaks volumes to how we feel about everyone in the organization. Not just players, but staff too. And us being aligned is a big thing.
Fourth row on your left, Jared.
If you remember the very first batter Trey faced, it was Ohtani. It's a ground ball back to the mound. And he kind of bobbled it, dropped it, and like very casually picked it up and kind of like flipped it over.
Kind of shovel pass, yeah.
Yeah, and like you see young guys like panic
Yeah.
in that situation. He looked extremely calm. Like, just what does a play like that say about his just incredible poise on a stage like that?
Yeah, like that's a weird example of poise. You know what I mean? I think pitchers in general handling the baseball, but then when you mishandle it, it can get a little swirly, you know. But the fact that he kind of shoveled it the way he did and kind of had a little smile on his face, it actually gives you a little bit of confidence that he's in the right frame of mind.
Second row on the left, Jeff.
You had a cushion a little bit with the extra runs in the seventh inning. Did that help the decision to go back to Trey in the seventh, or was he going in anyway?
Yeah, he was going in, man. I was. It's kind of uncharted territory for him, you know, in terms of pitches and innings. I told Pete after the sixth, I said, I don't think there's anyone better in our bullpen right now. You know, just kind of watching in real time. So the layoff in that inning kind of played a part of it. He did a great job of keeping himself moving, and he kept saying, "I feel great, I feel great." So it's just an unbelievable performance by him.
The row behind, Ron.
Did you guys have a strategy to jump on Blake's fastball early? And if so, why did you come up with it?
Against a really good pitcher like him, you have to be ready to hit, right? He's going to come after you. He's going to challenge you. And I think those two swings from Schneid and from Vlad, you know, first at bat of a game, you know, is always a little bit different, right? There's a lot of guys that swing at the first pitch. So we wanted to be aggressive on balls that were in the middle of the zone. Vlad was a little different, a little bit in, but that's been our strategy against really good pitchers. You know, there's a time to grind them and there's a time to be ready to hit. Just pretty cool. It worked out the way it did.
Was there any tell on the fastball you were looking at?
Any what?
Any tell on the fastball you were looking at?
Any tell?
Yeah.
No, I mean he's got great weapons. You know what I mean? I think that any hitter will tell you against a guy like that, when you know he's going to challenge you, you got to be ready for the fastball.
Second row, you're right, Daniel.
John, with obviously you have the amount of talent that you have in your rotation and in your bullpen as well. How does Kirk factor in that success from your pitching staff as well?
Kirky has evolved so much this year, and he's evolved so much in the postseason in terms of handling the staff, calling a game, making adjustments. In order to get to where you want to get to, I've always said it, not because I'm a former really bad minor league catcher, but because you need a good catcher. You need a steady presence back there, and he has been absolutely nails this entire postseason.
Do two last ones, far back in the left middle.
I was just curious. Andres Jimenez has run a couple of pretty deep counts in late innings last night and tonight and seemed like pretty high leverage spots. Is there anything contagious about that, or just those are Are those just individually great plate appearances?
With him, yeah, I feel like with a lot of these guys, man, they're just ready for the situation when it comes up. Whether it's getting a guy like Barger getting a guy over, Barger, his reads on the bases, kind of manufacturing a run. These guys are locked in to what needs to be done in real time. So that's a sign of a really mentally tough team and a really mentally prepared team. He's a baseball player. I said it before the game, man. You get a lot of baseball players around another. It does get contagious.
And we'll finish up 6th row on your left.
Hey, Schneider, congratulations.
Hey,
on the
thanks.
win. How does it feel to be giving the ball to Kevin Gosman with a chance to take the whole thing?
Great. It always feels good to give Kev the ball, And again, man, this was nice. This was a big performance from a lot of different people individually, but collectively as a team, this was a very, very good team win. But to give the ball to Kev, you love it. You love it every time, whether it's in spring training or whether it's in the World Series. We know that it's going to be another tough arm. And Yamamoto, it's going to be another tough game, you know what I mean? So we'll enjoy the flight. We'll enjoy it right now, and Kev will be ready to go. I can't wait to see what the Rogers Center is going to look, feel, and sound like. But I can't wait to have Kev take the mound for us.
Hey, Trey, compared to your other starts, what was working so well for you today, and what allowed you to do what you just did?
Just getting in the zone early, being in my count, and just throwing whatever I wanted when I was in 2 strikes.
If I can take you to one of your bigger strikeouts with Ohtani in the third when you brought him down to a knee there, what's that moment like for you to do that to such a great hitter?
I mean, I was just out there. I treat every hitter the same. At this level, every hitter can do damage. So, I mean, it was just another strikeout.
Halfway back on your far left.
Trey, congratulations on the outing. There was a shot on TV where you get the double play, the 5-4-3, and Scherzer screams and throws the bag away. What has that been like, being with those guys, and how have they helped you put together this historic run from regular season to now?
They've been a huge part of it. I mean, I was talking to Gosman and Scherzer and Bieber and everybody yesterday, and it just prepared me for this moment, along with everything that has happened already this year.
Other questions for Trey? Yeah, Barry.
Hey, man, Barry Bloom. How does it feel to be such a young guy and have the kind of poise you have, and to be dealing with the Gosmans and Scherzers after, you were at every level of the minor leagues this year, so your ascension has been pretty quick.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year, but being surrounded by vets is a great thing for the future of my career. They've treated me the best I could have ever asked for, so going forward with other rookies that come up, I'm going to remember how I was treated when I got here. So, and the poise part, I don't know. You got to thank my parents.
So one of the things we were noting was the way baseball structure, salary structure is. You really made like a little bit of money for the three outings you made in the major leagues, but it's going towards the future. It's all building, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this playoff paycheck is going to be nice whenever it hits. So
Halfway back on your right, Gregor.
Trey, the way you guys came out with the Schneider homer and the Guerrero homer, how much of a boost did that kind of give you and help you settle into the game early on as well?
It was massive. Those guys set the tone, put us in control early, and we didn't lose that.
Halfway back on your left, Trey.
No walks tonight. Was the plan really just attack early and often on everybody tonight?
Yeah. That's the goal every day. But sometimes it doesn't go as planned. So being able to execute my plan throughout all 7 innings was massive for that.
Second row on your left, Jeff.
Looks like you had a lot left in the tank. When was the last time you went this deep into a game, that many pitches?
It has to be a regional game in college against Wake Forest last year.
Second row on your right, Trey.
Have you had time to enjoy the whole process, minor leagues, big leagues, postseason, and World Series?
Not yet. I'm waiting for life to slow down in this off season and just be able to collect my thoughts and my feelings on this crazy year.
Okay. We'll go to the first row on your right, if you can pass the microphone.
Hi.
how difficult it was to face same team back to back in a few days. Like it doesn't happen in the regular season.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I was brought used to it in the regular season, facing the Rays twice, and then last series I faced the Mariners twice. So I'm able to collect my thoughts and see what adjustments I need to make between outing to outing. So it almost makes it, I wouldn't say easier, but I have a better plan going into the game.
Go to the third row on your left, Ron.
At any point when you walk out, the game starting, do you ever allow yourself to think, hey, there are 52,000 people here, I'm pitching to Shohei Ohtani. 7 months ago, I was pitching to 300 fans in front of me in Jupiter?
Yeah, it's a crazy world, crazy world. Hollywood couldn't have made it this good. So just being a part of this, I'm just very blessed.
Do you ever think of that walking out, or just total zoom the second you walk out on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, walking from the bullpen to the dugout, I took a moment to look around the stadium, see all the fans I wanted to I was hoping I'd send them home upset, but yeah, it was just a cool, like, full circle moment.
A couple others for Trey. Yes, we'll go back halfway on your left.
What do the next couple days look like for you as you potentially prepare to help this team out in another way if they need you?
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow is a full recovery day. Get to a place where myself and the staff here feels comfortable with me. Mentally, I'll be prepared for Game 6, but I mean, I'm just ready for whatever's next, if there is a next.
Do a couple last ones. Stay in the same row.
Trey, you left a legacy across the org in the minors this year as a great teammate. You had great defense behind you tonight. Can you shine some light on your defensive effort behind you?
Yeah, there was a bunch of plays made for me, especially the Barger one in right field was a huge game changer. But, I mean, defense across this entire org has been awesome, and, yeah, we do a great job with that.